Hi guys, and welcome to another video. This is my SLG collection. Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton. So let's go through them. But before we do, wait till the end because I'm going to tell you two things. Firstly, the luxury SLG that I have used every single day for nearly 30 years. And secondly, the luxury brand I would recommend for SLG. So let's get going. You might be surprised to hear this. I don't have a lot of SLGs. I've got a fair number, but for the amount of time I've been collecting, if you like, over about 30 years, I don't think it's too bad. So I'm not going to do this in any particular order. I'm just going to grab and go because I can't remember the order I bought them. There's no particular, I don't have enough of anything to do it in sections of different types of things. So I'm just going to grab and go. So we'll start with the first one. So if you saw my this or that, I'll link it up here. This featured in that, but this is the flap wallet in the NeoBain. And I won't go into masses of detail on any of these because otherwise it will be a long video. But yeah, card slots, slip pocket, pocket there for your cash or other bits, and a slip pocket there. Amazing, wonderful, light, easy to use, easy to organise, quite thin, fits in a lot of bags, apart from the mini bags. Absolutely love it. Second one is the Zippy coin purse, and this is in the beautiful vernis leather in the, I think it's amaranth colour, which is, it's coming up a lot shinier because of the lights, but it's a beautiful, deep, rich plum colour, I would call it, aubergine colour. And it is, yeah, the Zippy coin purse, so it zips around. It's got two compartments, it's got card slots, and it's got a little slip pocket in the middle there. It's dead easy, very light, very durable. I absolutely love this one. This was a present from my husband. I'd never seen this colour, this leather at the time. I've had this a long time. And he just saw it and he thought I would like it, and he bought me it for Christmas. And I absolutely love it. So he did very well indeed. So yeah, it's a beautiful, easy, wonderful coin purse. Now I'm going to show these two together because they're the same type of item. So these are the 6-ring key holders. This is my one, this is my daughter's. So for transparency, this one isn't mine. So this is in the monogram, and it's got the pink ballerine lining, and it's got the pink on the popper there. Now this hasn't held up as well because of the pink. I think a few people had that issue, but it's an absolutely beautiful. The pink is a little bit destroyed inside, but it's been well loved and well used. So that's that one. My version was from longer ago, and it is in the NeoBain, just with the gold, and then mine is just the brown inside. And again, these are amazing. These are absolutely amazing. They stop your keys from damaging the inside of your bag. They keep everything all nice and organised, and we all like a bit of organisation, or I do. They stop the jangling of keys. Now that I've got a keyless entry in my car, I don't have to put the key in the ignition and have jangling keys anymore. But when I did, I love this for that reason. So yeah, I think these are amazing. They still sell these now in various different things. They're absolutely a winner. I prefer the 6-ring key to the 4 because the 4, although I don't need 6 keys, the reason I got the 6 was so I could fit the your credit card in this slot here, and then a couple of notes rolled up, and you could just take that. If you just nip into the shops, you just take that with you, you've got everything you need. So yeah, I prefer that to the 4, but to each their own. So that's the 6-ring key holders. Talk about these two together because these are in the same leather. So these are in the beautiful black empreinte leather. So we'll do this one first. So this is the Zippy wallet, I think it was called. So again, zip around. It's just a bigger version of the Zippy coin purse. And this has got, it's got all my daughter's things in it, so I'm not going to open it up too much. But my daughter is using this at the moment. It's got a ton of compartments. It's got card slots. It's got a place for your receipts, a place for your notes if you don't want to roll them up. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's bulky, it's quite heavy, but it's amazing. You can actually use it as a clutch. You can fit your phone in. If your phone is not the max size, the normal size, it does fit in here in one of the sections, and you can still zip it up. And although it is heavy and bulky and it may push it out a little bit, you can do it. So this is amazing. This is the Victorine wallet, and I love this. I absolutely adore this. Inside, it opens up. It's got the card slots, it's got flat pockets, it's then got a big section at the back where you can put your notes or receipts or anything else. And then it does have a little zip section here, which can be for a little catch-all, maybe a couple of coins or something like that. It's just so easy to use. You open it up, you can see everything, you're not rummaging anywhere. The only downside of this that I can think of is I wish I'd got it in a different colour, because a black wallet in what is usually a dark inside of a bag, you're rummaging trying to see it. So I just wish I'd been a little bit bolder and gone for a colour, maybe next time, but I absolutely love it. I've heard that the canvas version of these aren't as easy to use, and they're supposedly a little bit tighter to get your cards in and out the slots, but in the upfront leather, it's amazing. I'm going to throw these two in now. Now, they're not SLGs per se, but then a lot of the things I've shown you aren't actually small leather goods, they're actually canvas, coated canvas. However, these aren't leather either, but they are small accessory type things that I find really useful. So I'm throwing them in here. I'm breaking the rules. So these are from Hermes, and these are the NeoBain Pouches. If you're wanting to step into the brand, don't want to spend too much money, but you just want a little bit of luxury and just sort of, yeah, enter into the brand a little bit. These are very, as I say, they're entry level. They're not cheap for what they are at all. But I think, you know, in the luxury world, I actually think they're reasonably priced, and I've used both of them loads. So for me, they're worth it. Anyway, so this is a NeoBain pouch. Now mine is well loved now, and it's got marks that I need to try and get off, but this is really soft. It's sort of like scuba material, but it's a bit silkier than that, and it's got the Hermes name there, but it is actually quite low key. And this is, yeah, just a waterproof pouch, big black hole, and that's it. Beautiful zip. But I use this loads. This is about 30 centimetres, so it's actually a very big pouch. And I use this instead of a bag insert because I don't like the structure that a bag insert usually gives. I like, particularly in the Birkins and Cles, I really like the slouchy, more relaxed look. So this is a really, really good catch-all. So I ended up buying another one because I thought, do you know, I will buy, that's a really, really good size. You can use it as a toiletry bag, anything. And then I thought, actually, I could do with one a little bit smaller for some of the smaller bags. So I think this is about the 20 something centimetres anyway. You can see the difference in size in them. And this one is slightly different. This is definitely more scuba material, and of course it's got the sort of printed Hermes there. I actually prefer this one. I prefer the feel of this one, but this one's pretty good as well. And again, it's just a big black hole, but they're just a little bit of luxury. I love them. I use them both a lot. I use them for the gym and everything else, so for travel, for everything. These are fab. And my next one will come as no surprise because pretty much everybody that I know has one or has had one in a various version, so you won't be surprised. It's the mini Pouchette, and I love this. I just think it's an amazing pouch. I use this every single day since I bought it. I've used it, other than in a mini bag, in which case I can't fit this in any other bag. I use this and I love it. I think the size of it is perfect. It's not too thick, but it's not too slim that you can't fit your things in. I don't use the chain. I actually wish it didn't bother having a chain, but I guess I get why they've put it on. They wanted to make it into a little handheld pouch. I use it as a catch-all. The price of these is stupid now. I mean, it's ridiculous. when I bought this, and it's quite a few years ago now, I believe this was 185, something like that. It was certainly under 200. These are now 515. So Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, she's done a whole video dedicated to this, on how you can use it, different ways to use it. And in there she says as well, it's only worth some money if you're willing to pay it. So yeah, £515. Would I buy another one now? No, I'm not. I've got one, and because I've got one, I don't need another one. I'm not a collector. I'm not ever going to use it for that purpose, so I will not buy another one now. I would love one of the Christmas animation ones. There's one coming out with Paris Vendôme, but no, I'm not going to pay 500 plus. The Christmas ones will be even more. I'm not going to pay that for another one of these. I am so glad I've got one. If I didn't have one and I wanted one, I would be in a dilemma of paying that for one. But anyway, I love it. It's amazing. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. So the only card holder that I own is this one. And this is the Chanel in the beautiful red, and I went for lambskin. And I think these card holders are incredible. I really do. It's such luxurious. Mine's got it's more of a champagne gold hardware, which I love gold hardware with red. And it's got a slot at the front, it's got two at the back, and then it's got quite a big slip pocket at the top. And I just don't think you can beat these. I think they're so easy to use, they look beautiful, a little bit of luxury. And the reason I went for lambskin was that I wanted to try it to see how well lambskin would wear, so that I could decide whether to buy a lambskin bag, because I was so scared of buying a lambskin bag. And I thought, if I get a card holder that gets a lot of hammer in and out of your bag a lot, and I know it doesn't, you know, it's not open to the elements so much, but I think inside your bag it does get a lot of wear, and it has got a little bit of wear on the corners. But I've had this for a few years now, and I've used this a lot, and I think it's held up reasonably well. And I have to say, since buying this, I then did buy my Trendy in the lambskin. And this is just, it's held up so much better than the Trendy has. I've hardly used the Trendy, and it's got 2 or 3 little scratches on it already. And I've been super precious with it. This, I haven't been precious. I've literally used this just to test it out. So I don't know if it's because it's a card holder and it's been inside a bag and it's different. I don't know. But I think this has had quite a lot of hammer, and it's still, I can hardly see. It's got a little wear on the corners. It's hardly got any scratches on the actual leather itself, on the puffy quilts. So yeah, where's the Trendy? So is it a different quality of lambskin? Have I just been unlucky with the Trendy? Is it inevitable to get scratches on a bag rather than a card holder, because this at least is protected inside your bag? Anyway, love this. It's the only one I have. I feel like I don't need another one. When I want to use a card holder, I reach for this one. And I'm not going to talk about this one for too long, because I talked about this in another video. So this is the Toiletry 26 that I bought in Paris. And I have bought a conversion kit for this, which I will just grab. Oh, it actually matches my cardigan. So I bought this from Handbag Angels in order to try and use this a little bit more. So this is a conversion kit to make this into a crossbody bag, and I will insert here some footage of me putting this together and trialing it, and actually it works incredibly well. So yes, it's an SLG. I don't use it like that. I'm trying to make it into a crossbody bag to see if that makes it a little bit more usable for me. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, but I don't use it. I reached for the Hermes NeoBain Pouches far more than I have reached for this. I haven't reached for this at all as a pouch. So that's that one. And we're down to the last 2 things. Now, this is a little honourable mention, because I don't know if you class it as an SLG, but I just thought I'd include it. It's more of an accessory. But this is my lovely little Rodeo. Actually, it's a Pegasus. And I bought this when I got my Rouge Grenat Birkin 25. And it is in Rouge Grenat here, and then this is Blue Broom, and I think this is called Capucines, which is like a burnt orange, and it's just a bit of fun. I always said I wouldn't buy one of these, Why do people buy them? No idea. Don't like charms. Never had charms on my bags. Never had those. Do you remember the fluffy like pom-poms? Never had one of those. Never had any of the LV charms. So why on earth do I need one of these? Well, I just happened to ask. I don't suppose you've got one just to look at when I was getting my bag. And that was it. I just loved it. I just thought it was gorgeous. And because this goes perfectly with my bag, it's very understated, which is more like me. I don't go for the bright colours. So yeah, little honourable mention. And last but not least, and again, I'm not going to go on about this one because I've mentioned this in other videos. It's a key clay. And this is my latest addition to my SLG collection. And it's just the best. I have used this so much. Well, I've used it every day since I got it. And it's just wonderful. Again, the price of these, I think this was €330. I got this in Paris, which is just crazy. Now, the canvas versions are less than that, but they're still really expensive for what they are. They're a tiny little pouch. And you can get so many different versions of these from all different brands. But I love it. I've used it loads. I use it as a little mini catch-all in my mini bags when I can't fit my mini pochette in. And I do use it as a key holder, I just do. So, and I can fit credit cards in it, I can fit a lipstick in it. So actually it's sort of like a 3 or 4 in one. So it's really good. So there you go. So I promised you at the beginning that I would tell you 2 things. The first thing is the item that I used for going on 30 years every single day without fail. And it was this. And you can see it's so well loved and worn. It's absolutely, yeah, it's definitely had its day. But to say it's nearly 30 years old, it's held up incredibly well. And I literally have used this every single day. Never swapped out of it until I bought this in the summer of this year. And even then, I am going to swap back because I do love both. And I did say in another video that in my this or that video, at the moment it's definitely this one, but I know that I'll swap back into this at some point as well and use this as maybe a little catch-all, and this is my key, an actual key holder. So yeah, this is absolutely incredible. And the other thing I promised you was me telling you my recommendation of the best brand for SLGs. I am a huge Hermes lover, huge, but I've never bought one of their wallets or their purses. I think their leathers are incredible, but I think as a purse or a wallet they could be a little bit more, I don't think they're going to be so carefree because the leather is so beautiful and soft. And the other thing is they are super expensive. So yes, I'm happy to pay for a bag. For an SLG, not so much. The best brand you can possibly go to for SLGs in the luxury world is Louis Vuitton. I just think they smash it out of the park every single time. Any type of SLG that you're looking for, they do. Not everybody does the 6-ring key holders. And I don't know why other brands don't do. I think Dior don't even do anything like this. Hermes don't do anything like this. Chanel don't do anything like this. There's an odd key case, I think, at Gucci, and I know Meredith's just opened a Bottega one that's got a zip round. That actually looks very interesting. However, it's really expensive. So yeah, I think Louis Vuitton are absolutely #1 for me. Even when I buy, if I want another SLG to go with a Hermes bag, I go to Louis Vuitton. I just do. So yeah, you don't need hundreds of SLGs. However, if you want hundreds of SLGs, go for it. There are no rules. You can buy whatever your heart desires. I think for me, the way my collection is at the moment, I think it's pretty spot on. Don't need anything else. I can swap into different things for different bags, for different sizes, different events. I just think it's pretty spot on. So that is my collection. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on another one.